I love them both. I actively don't have a preference. I'm staying on the fence of that. I love both. First of all, what do you think of this setup? I quite like this little one. This is the 50mm. I've started using this for a couple of videos now, and I really like 50mm. But I like this little setup here with the cameras there. I like it. What do you think? Drop a comment down below. While you're there, drop a thumbs up down below if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more of the content. On that note, actually, you lot, I've got a bone to pick with you. Yeah, you. In the last month, 70% of the people watching my videos aren't subscribed. So go down, hit the subscribe button before we continue, and yeah, you get notified whenever I post a video, and it just helps the channel, helps spread me. That sounded weird. You know what I mean, just go subscribe. Yeah. Okay, so jumping in, I put out an Instagram story the other day and asked you lot to ask me some questions. So we've got a few questions we're going to go through on here, and yeah. First one is, why are you so bad at Call of Duty? You know who you are that's asked that. We both know that I've got more wins than you, so come at me, fam. Getting into the photography stuff. Favourite photo you've posted to date? Oh, see, I've got a lot of good photos. I've got a lot of photos that I'm proud of, like really proud of. Hang on, I'm gonna actually have to have a look. Because I've also got some photos in the pipeline that I haven't posted yet, but I'm really proud of them as well. Favourite photo I've posted to date? Okay, to make this easy on myself, I'm going to do favourite photo I've posted 2020, because I've got a lot of photos that I'm really proud of. So, favourite photo posted 2020. Oh, I've got... Alright, favourite photo posted 2020 is this one of the Beachhead Cliff. I just absolutely love this shot. Really proud of that one. Really, really proud of that one. I'm really happy with a lot of my work this year. Like, not in a big-headed way, just generally am really happy with it. So this is a really tough one, but I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with that one for Beachhead. Favourite photo posted 2020. Because if we go back for the years, because there's a lot of them from when I went travelling that I'm just like, oh, like the Bali one. Just, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my favourite photo. That was we planned that like a week before, I think. Said we were going to go down. In fact, no, we planned it a few weeks before, and then we just didn't go. We were meant to keep going down, and we just didn't do it. And then one day we were like, all right, we're going. So it's good. Really good little trip. Okay, next question is, I'm still on a basic camera, Canon 1300D. Would you recommend upgrading? Okay, so my thoughts on upgrading your camera is you can take great photos with any camera. The tool you're using doesn't affect how good you are at using it, if that makes sense. So you could give me my old Nikon D3100, the first camera I ever got, and I could take great photos on that camera. The fact I'm taking those photos on a Sony just gives me better quality output. It makes the job easier, better ISO, and obviously there are features in better cameras which you don't get in other ones, but you should only, okay, where am I going with this? You should only upgrade your camera if you're at a point now where you have maxed out the use you can use it for. Like, you are now at a point where you can no longer learn anything from this camera. That's what I want to say. You should upgrade your camera when you can no longer learn anything from it. If you're just looking for better quality, you should probably go for lenses first, if anything. If you can still learn, yeah, if you're just looking for better quality, you should go for lenses. If you can still learn from the camera. If you can't learn from the camera anymore, then you should upgrade, in my opinion. You should upgrade, but that's when you should start, that's when you could start looking to upgrade, is when you can no longer learn anything from that camera, because there's just so much packed into them. Even the cheap ones now have so much in them. You don't need to upgrade it until you can't learn anything else, or you're charging for your work, because there's no chance now I would charge for my work using my D3100, because I'm just not getting a very good quality product. My Sony a7 III, I'm giving a much better quality product. So that's my thoughts on that. That's when you should upgrade, is you should upgrade when you've maxed out and you've learned everything you can in your camera, or you need to you're going to start charging and you need a better quality product to give. I hope that made sense. I feel like I really went a roundabout way of that, but yeah. Best street photography lenses. Oh, I'm so glad you said lenses because 50mm. 50mm, 50mm, 50mm. I love it. I'm pretty sure 50mm is the most equivalent to the human eye of what we see. Okay, cutting the video quickly, I just googled it. So apparently our eyes see at 55 degrees wide, and a 35mm full frame camera, a 43mm lens provides an angle of view of 55 degrees. But apparently people are constantly arguing between whether 35 or 50mm is what we see, but it's actually pretty much smack bang in the middle of 43mm. So there, camera nerd for you. Back to the video. I think it's like 52mm. I've got that in my head for some reason, but I love the look of 50mm lenses. Well, I just got this one. I love it, and it just, a lot of street photography is done on 50mm, and it just looks good. I think it might be because it's like the equivalent that it just I don't know. It just looks good. Another one is 85mm. They are my two favourite street photography lenses. Is 50mm and 85mm. I love the crop in and the compression that 85mm gets, but sometimes I do want to step back with a 50mm. But yeah, especially if you're capturing people and subjects out doing street photography, 85mm is a great one because it's more compression against your subject and it just looks good. Maybe a wider one. I've used the 17 to 28 at 28 quite a lot when doing street photography. If you want to capture more of it, especially in cityscapes, if you're doing like look up and you want to capture the whole building, that looks really good. But yeah, all time, my favourite street photography focal length is 50mm, followed by 85, and then I start going wider. I wouldn't go any more zoomed in than 85 for street photography personally, but you can do it. That's just my preference and style. But yeah, 50mm, fantastic for street photography. 85 or anywhere between there, also great. And wider, but not too wide in my opinion. It doesn't look, I don't like the look it gives, but depends on your style. I think wider lenses suit landscapes more than street. I feel like I'm really rambling on with all these answers, but yeah, 50mm, just beautiful. Okay, next question is, what is your dream job? Does it relate to photography / content creation? Yes, I think. Okay, so in all seriousness, I don't really have a dream job. I never really did have a dream job. I'm gonna be a firefighter when I grow up. Like, I never had that. I want to make money. I want to make enough money to live doing something that I enjoy. I want to wake up and I want to enjoy going to work. Content creation and photography and videography aligns with that very, very well. And I am definitely trying to make photography, videography my full-time job. But I also don't want to make it work. That's what I'm worried about. I don't want to make it to a point where I don't want to pick up a camera because it's work. I want to enjoy it. If I'm going to be doing creative arts as my job, I want to make sure I'm going down a route that I actually enjoy and I'm passionate about, instead of doing it just for the money, basically. And if it gets to that point, I'm going to stop and go off somewhere else. So, but yeah, right now it's not my job. And I wouldn't say I've got a dream job, but content creation, photography, videography, it's definitely the route I want to go down. Yeah, working on that behind the scenes on specific areas, but for me to know, and hopefully you lot to see when that comes to fruition, when it comes to be. That's what we're going. Yeah, good question. Equipment goals. Alright, see, this is hard for me because I got my dream camera. My dream camera was always a Sony a7 III, and I got it now and I'm gassed by it. I love this camera so much. I don't know. I'd love to get an R4. That's well in the future, but R4 or whatever is the equivalent by then, because of the just insane quality for photos. But I don't need that. My photos don't get blown off on billboards. I don't need 64 megapixels. But I would also love a more video-focused camera when I'm better at video. At the moment, there's no need for that at all. Like the A7S III just got announced, and that looks freaking incredible. I don't need it. I do not need that at all. This is perfect for what I need at the moment with video. I'm still learning so much with video. Like I've been doing it, like actually doing video for 8 months now. I've been making videos and doing videos for a couple of years, but focusing, and by focusing I mean this YouTube channel, the last 8 months. And yeah, I've learned so much, and there is so much more to learn that, yeah, don't need that. But long term, Sam's sick at video now. Probably Blackmagic is probably what the first I'd probably want to go down. They just look insane. But again, also I don't know enough about the specs of video cameras to really go talking down that route of what I'd want. Photo wise, I love the Sony system. I'd be sticking with the Sony. It would just, equipment goals would be to upgrade within the Sony environment, so it would be the R4 at the moment. And then just higher quality lenses like the G Masters, the Sigma Arts, everything like that would be the equipment goals for what I've got. At the moment I've got, like the only other lens I wanted to get now was the 50mm, and I've got that. I'm trying to keep my lens count down. Oh, it's fair, I'd love a 100mm macro, but I don't need a 100mm macro at all. 85 was fantastic, so yeah. I'm trying to think of anything like other equipment. Random bit of equipment goals is the Peak Design travel tripod, because that thing looks insane, but I'm not paying like 300 quid for a tripod. Not happening. And then just other little bits, like I need a better lighting setup and stuff like that, if you want to count that as equipment. But what is the number of subscribers you would like to have by the end of the year? I want to hit 100. I'm not like focused on the subscribe. Like I know I shout it out and stuff when I hit masters, but that's celebrating the milestones. But I'm not here, and I want to stay with this mentality. I'm not here for the subscribers or anything like that. I'm here because the whole reason I started YouTube was I want to get better at video. So I'm here for that. I'm here to get better at video. So the subscribers that are going up, it's nice. It's having that appreciation that my work is good enough that people want to subscribe and want to see more of it. But yeah, just 100. I'm on 75 at the moment. I think we hit 76 and someone unsubscribed. Rude. 75 subscribers. So yeah, another 25 by the end of the year. I reckon it's doable. Especially if that 70% goes in likes. Not goes in likes, goes in subscribes. But yeah, I want to hit 100 by the end of the year. That'd be good. But as I say, I'm not here for subscribers. That segues fantastically English. That segues great into the next question, which is what made you get into YouTube and also photography to begin with? So YouTube is, as I just said, I got into YouTube because I wanted to get better at filming. I've been making films, little ones, for the last few years, but I wanted to get better at it. I wanted to actually hone my craft, but I had nothing to film. I had no content to film, like a good amount, go out and make it, but I had nothing there to film, and I wanted to get better at it. So I was like, all right, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to stick to a YouTube channel, and that means every week I have to think of something to film, I have to film it, and I have to edit it, because I wanted to post once a week. I think I have managed to post once a week. Actually no, right at the start I wasn't there once a week, but still, I wanted to do that. So I started YouTube to get better at filmmaking, and I genuinely think I have learned so much. I think I'm a lot better than I was at the beginning, but I've still got a long way to go. And so we'll be sticking with YouTube for the foreseeable future to keep that going. What's the second part of that? The second part was photography to begin with. So I am the cliche. I am the cliche. I've always had a camera in my hand. But when I went to college, it's a funny story. I took photography as a subject in college just as a DOS lesson. I wanted a lesson that I didn't actually care if I did well or not, so I could focus on my other subjects. And ironically, photography was the one I did best in. I just loved it. We started off with film cameras. We started off with... So that was my first camera, my Pentax MZM film camera with a Sigma 28 to 80mm lens on it. We did a year of film camera work, which I used that for, and then second year we got digital SLRs, and I got my D3100. And yeah, and we were set tasks and stuff, and we were set tasks and subjects that we had to go and document, and I was very much didn't really go outside the box of it. at all. But it got me interested in photography and it got me going with it. And it wasn't until after I left college and actually started doing it more as a hobby alongside, I learned more after. Like that's 100%. I learned so much more after and just doing it and practicing it than I did in college. But college is what got me into, it gave me all the nerdy info about cameras and how to use Lightroom and Photoshop and stuff. But it's, yeah, actually going out and doing it is what got me into photography further. And then after a few years of taking photos as fun, I was getting kind of good at it, in my opinion, and other people's opinion, because I started getting people saying, can you help me take photos of this? And I started doing little jobs, and for years I was undercharging, but I started doing little jobs and making a little bit of money from it, and then upgrading my kit, and then upgrading my kit again, and now here I am actively trying to make this my career. So, yeah. Alright, last question that we've got is, which one do you prefer, drones or good old ground photography? I don't have a preference, I'm not gonna lie, because I couldn't go out with just my drone because I'd be walking around the location wanting to take photos on the ground. But also if I go to a sick location taking photos on the ground, I'm gonna want my drone so that I can get the aerial shots as well. I love them both, they're both so much fun for different reasons. Like flying a drone is sick, but they started doing construction work outside. Flying a drone is sick, but I also love doing on the ground photography, but I also love the look of drone photos, but I also love the look of ground photography, and they're both completely different perspectives and different techniques and ways you get the shots. I love them both. I actively don't have a preference. I'm staying on the fence of that. I love both. Yeah. So there you go. I'm going to call that video here because they've started what sounds like up a digger outside. So we're gonna call the video here. Thank you everyone that submitted questions. We might do another one this. Oh wait, no. Update. Channel update. So for the next few weeks I'm probably going to be posting once a week, not twice a week. Reason being is because I am back at my 9 to 5 job and I am struggling at the moment to find the time to film and edit 2 videos per week and all the photo gigs that I've got going on the side anyway, and my 9 to 5 job. So for the next few weeks I'm going to put the two videos a week on pause. We're going to be uploading once a week to allow me to catch up on all my work and get ahead of myself, and then we'll be back to 2 weeks, hopefully soon. I don't want to be this, don't want this to be too long because we've got a good momentum going on the channel, but I want to just focus. And I also don't want to just cram out content and it just be crap. I want to get, actually, if I'm going to put out content, I want it to be good. So yeah, we're going to go down the route of 1 video a week for the next few weeks, maybe month, catch up on myself, and then we're back to the regularly scheduled programming afterwards. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to end the video here because of the digger that's going outside. If you like the video, please drop a thumbs up. As I said, subscribe if you're not already. I know there's a load of you that aren't and you're watching my videos. I'm watching you. Yeah, all the other stuff that YouTubers tell you to do. Don't forget to take the shot, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.